Hey everybody, it's BluesCat. How's everyone doing today? Welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. So, we are still back with more Minecraft. Oh yeah, we're live. Oh, we're definitely live. Whoopsie. I swear the latency is getting a little whack. Alright, so... Wait, I think I hear background noise. Oh, darn it. Alright, we're back. We are so back, guys. Hello, DJ. How you doing? So I don't know if my live stream, the latency of my live stream. Oh wait, I think I might have to change it somehow. Oh, I forgot to change the latency settings on my live stream. Darn it. So I can both keep up with the chat and you guys can see the action as they happen in real time. Oh well. We all make mistakes. Alright, so right now I'm just looking for well, this isn't exactly a part 2 because I've done a lot of Minecraft live streams. A lot of Minecraft live streams. So right now I've started up a new world and I'm looking for a place to reside. And I think I found my place, which is this nice little flower field. And I believe I'm also making a floating island. Yes, I'm making a floating island. Sort of like a... Yes, it's a floating island. I believe I've gathered enough dirt and such. Where... Let's go! So my stuff is still cooking. So I'm gonna... Alright, I'll save the flowers and all this stuff for later. Right now we gotta do some, like, landscaping. As it were. So how's everyone doing today? I'm doing pretty good. I am doing very good. What do I want to talk about for that? What's happening this week? What has exactly happened this week? Well, I worked at my summer camp again, and there was some wild stuff happening. For example, I heard that I was working at my summer camp, and there was apparently the gym is closed at my community center because some kid decided it'd be a good idea to throw a ball at one of the gymnasium's lamps, breaking it. Well, not exactly breaking it, but just, you know, just knocking it off the ceiling and making it hang from the ceiling. Yeah. Yeah, seriously, these kids at my summer camp. How can you make a floating island? Well, basically you just gotta jump up and you gotta, like, be careful here. I gotta expand the floating island. Oh, wait. Oh, poopy, but luckily I have this. Yay! Floating buckets. You know, I could use a ladder. I could use a ladder, but I don't want to exhaust all, like, the wood. Exhaust, like, the wood on this map. Like, use up a lot of wood. Yeah, there was this one kid who knocked a light fixture out from the ceiling, but the light did not fall and crack, and nobody was hurt. Thank God. But these kids are just so reckless about what they throw into the air. But this is not the first time something like this happened. Last year, when I was working at the summer camp, there was some kid who apparently threw a ball at an exit sign and broke it. I kid you not, this happened. Right. Yeah, watching kids is like... Some of these kids can get totally ballistic. And even working at the summer camp can be gross too. Like, I remember, I wish to erase this from my mind, but I'm pretty sure, yesterday, I was at the gymnasium, and we were all looking after the kids. We were playing basketball. And then some kid approached me, and he was like, I don't know. He demanded he wanted a basketball, yet he had like his fingers in his mouth. I'm like, oh God. I could have just taken that kid to the bathroom and make us wash his hands, but for some stupid reason, I didn't. But it was still pretty gross. Like, I like working at the summer camp because it was a very accessible job for me at the time at the time I first applied, and it's very fun working with my friends, you know, all that stuff. But it can get really gross. It can just straight up get gross. And probably deadly even. Like deadly, like as in, you don't know if a kid's gonna throw a ball at the ceiling, or probably if some kid asks you to punch over and he just throws a ball right at your face, which of course happened to me. And even yesterday when I was, I think this might have happened yesterday. Something happened Thursday, but do I want to? I don't know if I really remember. Well, the day was really normal, but no! Fail. There goes all my hard work. Dead. All my hard work is gone. I don't know about single biome. Let's try default. I'll do a floating island again. Yeah, I'm sorry I grossed you out, Mage Wolf. But this actually did happen. Alright, let's start off clean slate. Yeah, there were kids who were breaking light fixtures. They broke a light fixture, they broke an exit sign. But I could imagine, next thing you know, these kids could break like a window. And yesterday when me and my group of kids were going into the art room, we saw like they were playing like this game of musical chairs, I think. And there was this one kid who had like a tantrum because he lost the game. And there were like people clapping for the girl who won like the musical chairs game. And I was like, what did I walk into exactly? Like, yeah, it's really bizarre that it's also pretty bizarre that I even saw some young kids on their phones. Like, why would they give kids such very young phones? Well, why would they give very young kids phones, which is just bad parenting? But for some reason, we're helpless to this, and we just don't care. We just want to give kids phones because we are somehow like a nihilistic species that, oh look, the end of the world's coming, so let's screw it up. Like, guys, we have all the time in the world to, you know, live. Let's make the best of it. Like, if we're gonna die of old age, we should be remembered for something good. Like, if someone dies of old age, they should be remembered for something good. So, In 3 billion years, the sun's gonna explode, so we ought to, you know, end humanity, end Earth, our experience on Earth as we know it, on a good note, and we'll continue humanity if we like find like an Earth-like planet, like a planet just like Earth where we can just, you know, drink water, live, you know. Like we gotta continue our humans gotta continue our legacy on a good note. Not like this very, I don't know, half-baked thing. Hope their parents pay for the damages. Oh, they will. Oh, they will. But there are good kids in the summer camp program. Some crazy kids, some good ones. Like I remember there was this one kid who kept asking me for gum. And it kept happening. Like I remember there was this one kid who kept asking me for gum. There was this other kid who kept asking me for gum. All these kids bothering me for gum. They were climbing all over me. One kid was even following me around the room. I was like, please stop following me. Stop following me for gum. Like, I swear, these kids, they get so laser focused whenever you have, like, something, when you're chewing something in your mouth, and they can perceive it as gum. I'm like, I'm not gum. I'm not eating gum. I'm not eating gum, I'm eating chicken, because whenever I eat chicken, some chicken or steak, it becomes like, I chew it for like a long amount of time before the time is right to actually swallow. I don't know, like, if I'm like chewing a steak, it takes a long time for me to swallow the sucker and digest it. Like, yeah. Yeah, sometimes I also like working at the summer camp just to see what crazy shenanigans the kids will do. But not like the gross, really gross shenanigans. Like really gross shenanigans. I remember, like, whenever I go into that one room where the kids all gather to, you know, have their snack after coming from the camp, during the after camp thing, I remembered yesterday that the room smelled unbelievably bad. Like, the room smelled super bad. Oh, God. I don't know. I'll switch to peaceful so I can actually have some breathing room to build my home, and then I'll let the bad guys loose. Yeah, the one room that all the kids go into, where they all play with the toys and stuff. Like, the room smelled indescribably bad. Like, it smelled so bad. And that's where the bulk of the madness happens. That's
awesome movie, Mason. Let me go bring this up.
What else do I want to talk about? Yeah, I also saw a bunch of kids put up like a bunch of wanted signs for some reason. Like wanted signs of like these weird Roblox stick figures and stuff. Like, I know that they like using their imagination, but they always do that. They did that a lot. They did that for like a period of time. Like, what's the entrance? Like, man, I really can't wait for some of these kids to, you know, do something unbelievably crazy. Yeah, they're literally kids. There were literally kids climbing on my legs. There were kids literally clinging onto me like little monkeys. They were grabbing onto me just because they wanted gum. I swear. Like, yeah, there was this one girl at the summer camp who apparently really likes me whenever I bring gum. And they will follow me around, and it gets a little annoying. I'm like, please stop. Like, even if I turn my back completely, turn my back to a position where no kid could see me, and I could just sneakily pull out a wad of gum and chew it, some kid would somehow still recognize me. Like, I try to be as rationally stealthy as possible. I try to be as... I think before... Normally, I'm a person who tends to think before I plan. Think before I do. Like, I think... Like, I'm sort of like a strategic... Like the strategic. I kind of like the strategic one. Yeah, I have like a strategic demeanor. What? Like, sometimes I plan, sometimes I don't have a plan, sometimes I plan. On random fact, yesterday for lunch, I bought myself 2 sandwiches, 1 ham and cheese sandwich and 1 meatball sub. Because sometimes I like to get loose with my food, whenever I don't have breakfast. Oh man, this is gonna be difficult. This is gonna be difficult. Yeah, every Saturday, community center always hosts birthday parties, which is cool. And the themes of the birthday parties varies. Like, I remember they had like a Dogman themed birthday party. I also remember there used to be like a lot of birthday parties themed after like PJ Masks or something. You know, PJ Masks, like that weird cartoon about these 3 kids who go out at night and fight crime for some reason. Yeah, that's very safe. Like, let 3 kids fight crime at night like they're Batman. I also remember another like a superhero cartoon called Action Pack on Netflix. And I thought the character models looked so whack. Like, the characters look like literal monkeys. Well, I heard that Action Pack is better than PJ Masks because the characters in Action Pack were actually likable and had good morals. Whereas in PJ Masks, everybody was like a whiny, I don't know, name calling whiny people. Oh my god. Look at that. Look at that beautiful sky. Oh, and speaking of superhero cartoons, I know... I think one of my subscribers actually planned on making a cartoon of their own about superheroes, which actually looks like the best thing ever. Dun 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 dun. Gonna increase brightness. So my town is also having a cool fair next week. But it's gonna be like 3 days only for some reason. Yes, a 3-day fair. Man. A whole lot of moving for a whole lot of 3 days. It's minimalist. And it looks... Let's go! I can imagine Minecraft adding like gorilla mobs. Like, you can tame gorillas, you can have them like do things. And speaking of gorillas, the new Donkey Kong game is finally out. Donkey Kong Bonanza. I heard that the game is too short, but you know what? The game looks fun. And Donkey Kong's new design, it takes used to, but the used to is good. Like, it's not the fact that it takes used to, it's just that if the used to is worth it. The getting used to is worth it. And you know what? It is. I like Donkey Kong's new design, personally. It looks very, very Nintendo-like and complements the other characters as well. And that's because the new design is supposed to be based off of what Donkey Kong looked like in the Mario movie, but also what Donkey Kong looked like in, like, the original 1981 arcade game. But the thing is that I believe, wait, aren't Cranky Kong, Diddy Kong retconned in the new Mario game? But no, that's not true, because Diddy actually appeared in Mario Kart World, so that implies that Diddy Kong is still in the game, is still relevant to the Mario universe. It's just that in the new Donkey Kong Bonanza game, Donkey Kong works at mining. He like mines for stuff, and he like he goes into like this crazy underground world. Guess he went down the monkey hole. Oh yeah, they added the crickets and grasshoppers and fireflies to the game, which adds a lot of immersion. Yeah, those are the fireflies. It looks really gorgeous. I'm pretty sure those sound like cicadas. What's a hot day without the sweet sound of cicadas? That sweet buzzing and chirping. That makes you feel like you're in a flippin' desert. I think I also remember seeing an original Donkey Kong arcade machine when I was at my mall. Yes, there was a legit original Donkey Kong machine at one of the places. I think it was like a birthday party place. A birthday party sort of place, and they had like a Donkey Kong machine. I'm like, no way, that's so cool. It's an OG Donkey Kong arcade machine. That is wild. And at the same mall, I also recall seeing him playing in the X-Men, the actual X-Men arcade game, which is super fly, super lit. I think saying like modern slang words like lit kind of, I don't know, it kind of hollows me. It just kind of hollows me as like I don't know, like I'm playing Minecraft. I feel hollow and like one of those generic Minecraft YouTubers. But off camera, I don't mind using the funny slang, but not like the modern weirdo slang that kids are using nowadays. Like Ohio, whatever. Like seriously, what's the word on the street about a state? Must be some stupid meme or whatever. So yeah, I really can't wait to oh yeah, I got paid. Yeah, I got paid yesterday, and I'm super excited. Don't want to spend my paychecks in all in one place, so I'm planning on doing a little more awesome shopping. Let's see. I don't know if I want to chop the tree here. It must be a very sacred tree. A very sacred tree. Sacred trees. Very sacred tree. Well, like bra? Yeah, bra. But I think bras dates is a little, the term bra is actually more older than lit, I believe. I believe bra is used by a lot of surfer dudes. You know, like stereotypical surfer speech. Kind of sounds like this, dude. You got some fat waves. You want me to? You got some fat waves back there. There better be some big waves. I didn't pull off this impression for nothing. I didn't pull off this impression for nothing, dude. Oh, I don't like that turtle from Finding Nemo. Yeah, the surfer drawl. I don't know what accent that's supposed to be. I don't know. Oh well, what do I mean? I don't know. I know that Valley Girls sound like totally hipster, and I think people from Wisconsin, don't you know, they talk like this. Like I believe that's the Lady Wisconsin accent. Like America has a lot of different like accents and such. And we all know the good old cowboy speech that is associated with people from Texas or whatever. Everyone's favorite accent in America. Everyone's favorite accent in America. Like there are lots of different accents throughout the United States. Oh man, this is a drag. This is a drag. What do I want to do? This is such a drag. This is such a drag. Sometimes I feel like nothing exciting ever happens on these Minecraft live streams. It's just always the same. Like, I don't even... I've never encountered anything... I never encountered anything aside from... Never encountered anything special aside from, like, Lush Caves or whatever. I've went to the Nether, like, once or twice or thrice. That's the thing with these Minecraft live streams. You know, it's good that I live stream, but it's good that I'm doing all these Minecraft live streams, but I also feel that I kind of dread doing them, knowing that I could not find anything interesting until a thing happened. Something actually unique happened, like, you know, like if I go to the Nether, uncover like a stronghold or something. Anything really. Yeah, it's really cool that in the game, the environment tends to tint depending on what's happening. Like, if it's sunset, the sky will like get like sort of like a pinkish red. But when it's raining, the hue would kind of, you know, become all dull and gray. It's a very nice update on Mojang's part. And you want to know something really funny? I heard that dynamite was invented by a Swedish person. And I think his name also inspired the Grammys or something. Yeah, I was watching this one video and I saw this cool fact that dynamite was actually invented by a Swedish guy. And I'm pretty sure his name inspired the Grammys or whatever, but I'll have to go back and watch that video to see if I'm really right about the about that regard. But I totally know that dynamite is indeed invented by a Swedish guy. Oh, the random facts you'll learn whenever you watch a video on something weird. Just like the fact how sound travels faster in water than on land, which is totally true. But it's kind of weird that sound gets muffled whenever if sound gets muffled underwater, it's weird that Sound can also travel faster underwater than in dry land. Lots of wild landscapes here. Lots of landscapes here. Oh, ah. Ooh, we got 3 people in the chat. Neat. Yeah, I'm super excited that I got paid today. And I'm planning to put my wallet to good use. Probably might buy a Steam game with my wallet. But, yeah, I probably might get a game on Steam. But I want to decide between getting a weird game where you're on the desktop and it's like a funny roguelike, or like a cool adventure game made by the same guys who did that Cult of the Lamb game. Yeah, Cult of the Lamb. It's a super adorable looking game, but it's like the most whacked out thing I've ever seen. Like, I'm not comfortable with the whole concept of cults or whatever weirdo stuff. But the game looks super adorable. I'll give it that regard. It looks super adorable. And the people behind Cult of the Lamb also did this adorable game called Super Adventure Pals, which I'm very intrigued to play, by the way. And they also did another game called Super Rocket Pets. You got these little animals on jetpacks, and it looks super adorable. Pretty sure that game is an Apple exclusive or on the Google Play Store. That game better not be pulled from Google Play, or I'm gonna be mad, because that game looks super cute. Damn, even nowadays, mobile gaming is like ginormous. Mobile gaming is now ginormous in this day and age. And I'm pretty sure they also have the new Mecha Break game on mobile, which is like, man, they really ported the game to mobile. Yeah, that cool robot game from China, Mecha Break. It's sort of like China's answer to Armored Core. But I'm aware that Armored Core is indeed came from a Japanese series, which is FromSoft. FromSoft created the Armored Core series and also created Elden Ring. And I heard that there are people modding Armored Cores into Elden Ring. Maybe maybe one day, on one special occasion, I could play Elden Ring. I just hope I don't rage. And I probably might need a little more powerful computer, but I think this computer might be good enough. The computer I'm using good enough is gonna suffice. Yeah, Elden Ring it's a Dark Souls-like game. And it's a super popular one. I wonder if China would ever come to close making like an Elden Ring sort of game. Like, China's like, oh cool, you got a cool game, and I'm like, yeah. And China's like, what if we also made our version of Elden Ring? And I'm like, I'd be like, oh really? And China's like, really? Yeah, China, mobile gaming is super big again, and Chinese games are also on the rise again. Like, I remember Chinese games were relatively popular around like the mid 2010s, and now they're doing a resurgence. Like, China's coming out with a lot of great games like Genshin Impact, Zenless, all this stuff. Yeah, Zenless, Honkai Star Rail, Genshin, blah blah blah, all that stuff. What's that other game? Oh, Wuthering Waves. Yeah, Wuthering Waves. Those games look really nice, but they're not essentially my cup of tea. Like, I feel I would get bored playing them, but If it makes the players happy, that's fine. And the Chinese studio also did Marvel Rivals, which is super cool. Like a Chinese studio doing an Overwatch-like game, and it shows. It's super good. I've played Marvel Rivals once, and that game's pretty good. But I had to uninstall the game on my computer to save space. But hopefully, I could get a desktop PC and I could experience Marvel Rivals when I still can. After making all the money trying to make a computer, try to get a big beefy computer to play it. Yeah, Korea is also a giant in the online gaming industry. Like, Korea has like all these cafes dedicated to online gaming. Like these super cool cafes, hotels. It's so whack, like whack in a good way. Like gaming cafes, you can play games with friends. It's very chill. You know, I would love the West to see a return to like cyber cafes where you can like bring your computer, meet friends. Yeah, we need to bring back cyber cafes. But I'm sure they're still relevant. But if the U.S. actually had like gaming hotels, I'd be going head over heels. But I want to make sure that hotel it's actually near me. So I can meet more like-minded people who share my gaming interests. Who knows? I could probably meet a friend from another country there, who's like, "Oh, gaming is really big in our country," and like, yeah, it shows. It's pretty cool. Yeah, yeah. Blah, 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 blah. So later tonight, I'm also excited because I'm gonna be hopping on Fortnite again. Yes, I'm gonna be playing some Fortnite again. It's probably gonna be the same, but I don't know if I have a roadmap for what I want to actually do there. You know, it's just the same, like play Battle Royale. You know, I haven't touched Battle Royale in a long time. But the new mode they added to Fortnite it just sucks. Like, let's be honest. Respawn Rumble just downright sucks. Like, it's supposed to be a replacement for Team Rumble, but it's an honest to gosh downgrade. Like, in the Respawn Rumble, you're basically confined to a whole map, and it's the same as Team Rumble, where you just gotta kill as many enemies as you can until you get enough points for your team until you win. Yeah, you win the game by basically basically getting more kills than the other team. And it's so easy to win, honestly. Like you're in a confined space, like one confined area of the map, and you're just killing enemies. Like Respawn Rumble is just ungodly boring. It's so boring. Like bring back Team Rumble. I want to be able to, you know, fly around long distances on my glider again. I want to, you know, but actually, I don't know what Epic was thinking. They actually brought back the OG Team Rumble, but I feel like those matches last a whole eternity. Because I was watching this one live stream of Fortnite, and they were going. This streamer was playing Fortnite, and they went to the OG Team Rumble, and the match took like an ungoshly a long time to clear. Like it was just unbelievably long. Like I don't want to play a super long match. I want to play a relatively time balanced match, preferably like a 5-minute or 10-minute match, or maybe 20 minutes. I feel like 20 minutes is a little bit long, but yeah. I want to play a good match. I want players I can fight of equal strength. I want to, you know, I want tension. I want a match that's not too hard but not too easy. All right, I'm gonna go step out real quick, and then I'm gonna return very quickly. Alright, me have returned. What the? Me have returned. Me has returned from the darkness. Wait, which darkness? Which darkness did I return from? I don't know, the darkness of the men's bathroom. Yeah, there's a lot of darkness in there. There's a lot of evil darkness, like in this cave too. Ugh. Do I really want to do my duty in this cave, like mine stuff? Am I a bad enough dude to go inside the cave? Are you a bad enough dude to save the president? I don't know, am I? Oh, my pickaxe broke away. It withered away. He withered away into the darkness. But he will not be in vain until he will not be forgotten until I don't know. Oh yeah, classic Minecraft. What's mining in a cave without filling up my inventory of crap? Filling up my inventory with crap. Andesite? Like I'm gonna use andesite. Like who even uses andesite? What? Oh, I bet there's like 0.02 people on this planet who use andesite for like building. Diorite, I understand, but andesite, it's literally stone. It's literally stone. It's just stone except with like a similar texture. Yeah, garbage. This might come in handy as a rescue block if I'm trapped or whatever, but still. This is like garbage. Garbage. Also, BluesCat uses it to create a staircase. You know, I'm fine with my pickaxe, thank you very much, but no way, no. Andesite, no. You're literally the artificial flavoring of Minecraft. You're like the artificial sweeteners. You're the artificial sweeteners of Minecraft. You just take up space and nothing more. You're just there because I don't know. You're not expecting a participation trophy. It's a waste. Participation awards are like a waste of materials. They're an utter complete waste of whatever resources we're using in the making of them. I want to be caught dead or picking up dog poop with a participation trophy or participation badge. I wouldn't be looking out for crazy kids who'd even break a exit sign with those stupid things. All right, how do we? Let's see. Oh, we're in a little thing. All right. Darkstone. I don't use that for building because it's so bland. The block itself is just bland. Like it makes for an uninteresting building material. Like no offense to anyone who likes this block, but no offense to anyone who uses it as a building material, but it's just, to me, it's just so boring. The most boring block in the game. No. Andesite is the most boring block. It's the worst block ever. It's not nimble, but it's just useless. Like you could literally fill this whole cave with stone blocks and no difference would be made. Nothing would change. Like you don't get any new different material. It's just like andesite. It's basically stone. It's literally stone. It's nothing more than just a cheap Chinese knockoff of stone. Chinese knockoff, yeah. No. Poor underground knockoff of stone. And I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed to have mined into my inventory, but I had to mine out of the way somehow. Mojang, where's your shame? Where's your shame for adding andesite? You can't hide your shame. For shame. For shame. Yeah, even the blocks are running away. Yep, andesite's there. They happen to be touching andesite. Oh! Impaled on a stalagmite. Yep, I'm dead. At least there's more blue flowers where that came from. I think this might be Minecraft's way of getting back at me for saying andesite sucks. You know what? I don't care because I'm not sorry. There's nothing you could do to guilt trip me. Andesite sucks, and I stand by my point firmly. Anyone's open to have their own opinion on andesite, but I stand by my belief that andesite is it's stupid. It's poop. It's dog poop. Might as well have like squishy poop sounds every time you like mine the stupid block. Oh man, I found a nice deep cave. Look at that. Oh, that's great. I gotta go get more stuff again. My hard work was just zilch, and now I gotta get my thing. Go ding your diodes. Oh, go ding your diodes and get defunct. I ain't helping you do zilch. I've been watching way too much Transformers. Oh, go ding your diodes and get defunct. I ain't helping you do such. I suddenly feel so good-natured. Yeah, the game made me say that. Like, I told Minecraft it could go ding its diodes and get defunct, and now the game gives me a big cave, and I'm like, I suddenly feel so good-natured. Yes, I'm finally good-natured again. After all the things after it being, you know, wrongly reprimanded, being usurped by Minecraft just because I talked bad about a block. I'll have you know that's actually true. Like, andesite doesn't feel all that useful anyway. You can literally make a house out of stone, and you can put it side by side. You can make a side-by-side comparison. Like, you can make a house out of a stone, and you can make the same exact house out of andesite, and the aesthetics won't change. Nothing significant. They're both gray blocks. They both look similar. It's no difference. It's foolish. Rather foolish. Like, come on. Andesite exists just so it can take up your inventory. It can waste a slot in your inventory right from the get-go. Oh, dang it, where's that cave? I forgot. I was so oh wait, there it is. It's right there. Yeah, right there. I was so busy ranting about a block and getting wood, I totally forgot what I was supposed to be doing. Ugh. Do I feel really confident about building another floating island? Laputa. Sky for the sky, castle in the sky. Do I want to build another cool thing? Cool Ghibli construct? I've never made Castle in the Sky because I've never seen the movie. But I did see Ponyo and Spirited Away. Those were pretty good. Those were pretty good. Ugh. Alright, let's go. Let's go. You know, the Three Ninjas movies are actually pretty fun. I've seen Three Ninjas Kick Back. I've seen Three Ninjas what's that one other Three Ninjas movie? That one Three Ninjas movie where they're helping all those natives. And there was this one fight scene where the ninjas were fighting in like a pizza restaurant. I forgot the name of that movie. Like, like three of the four Three Ninja movies. They're available to watch on YouTube. And I've also seen Three Ninjas High Noon at Mega Mountain, which is the final movie in the Three Ninja series. And they actually went out with a bang. I think there were some people saying not nice things about the movie. I'm like, yeah, the movie. I heard the movie got bad reviews, but Three Ninjas High Noon was actually pretty good. Like, who cares if it's cheesy? It's a fun movie. It's a very fun movie. I really wish they would make more Three Ninja movies. But I think that's because the actors might be getting older as time passed on. And the movies were getting bad reception. Like, I don't care if the Three Ninjas movies, if they stunk to other people. Those movies were fun. Great fight choreography, very fun. Very, very fun characters. The Mr. Miyagi sort of mentor was pretty cool. Like, it's a fun little flick to sit down and watch. If you want to see actual movies with sequels churned out, go watch Land Before Time or the, gosh forbid, the Air Bud Buddies movies. Yeah, the Air Buds, the Air Buds movies like Santa Buddies or whatever. I haven't seen them. I don't know. I would get bored of those movies, but there are lots of other talking dog movies out there. And I actually enjoyed some of them, like The Dog Who Saved Summer. That was pretty fun. The Dog Who Saved Summer. Talking dog movies will never get not fun. Very, very accessible, very fun to dead watch. If you just want to turn off your brain. Sort of like with that one movie called Judy Moody and Not Warmer Summer. That movie is actually free to watch on Netflix as of the time of this. Well, not Netflix. Judy Moody and the Not Warmer Summer is a movie that's actually available to watch for free during the time of this live stream. I've seen Judy Moody and it was good. It was ridiculous. It was fun. I remember seeing commercials for the movie. I'm pretty sure Judy Moody is also a book. I'm 90% sure it's based off a book. The oh. Oh man. Augustus Gloop, the big great greedy nincompoop. Augustus Gloop, so big and vile, so greedy and infantile. Come on, we cried. I don't exactly remember all the lyrics. The 2006 Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. That was really fun. It's a movie you can enjoy around like Christmas, Halloween, Easter, what have you. But you know what? It's still a timeless movie, even if it's still fun. It's still a timeless, fun movie. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. And I remember watching those movies around like Thanksgiving. Like at Thanksgiving, I remember this one Thanksgiving night, and they had the movie on. And they came up with this weird origin story for the Oompa Loompas, like, Willy Wonka was searching the jungles for the Oompa Loompas, and like, okay, this is so weird. Why would the Oompa Loompas be like in the jungle? Isn't that like the Na'vi from the James Cameron Avatar films? Except with like weird little short guys. And the Oompa Loompas in the remake, instead of like being all these colorful little dudes, instead they're just like little short guys that kind of look like a George Lopez, I think. They kind of look like George Lopez.
I want some pizza.
That's fine. Now I'll save my appetite for pizza later tonight. But thank you. Talking to my friend in the background. Yeah, I'm streaming Minecraft. That would be cool if the original Three Ninjas characters passed down their fighting styles to their kids. Yes. But I'm pretty sure there's literally one guy in the chat, but yeah. There might be other people watching the live stream. I'll have you know. Okay, there's a long stream of water down there, but the consequence is that I won't be able to get back up again because there's nothing to, you know, climb up to, so. Ugh. You know what? Tonight I'm gonna have a huge pizza pie. I'm gonna go back to eating like pizza pies, all on my own because my money, my rules. But I also am very careful what I eat so I don't get really fat. Okay, yeah, let's mine through. Oh yeah, I remember in that one Minecraft live stream I did, I was mining downward, and I basically fell to my own snap. Oh, they can fall now. The stalactites can fall now. I'm scared. They can like fall down and then they break through your head and then deaths and then it dies and it hurts really bad and it's like dun 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 dun, like really deadly. Like you never see it coming. Really scary way to die. So I got to be careful while mining because I hope to God I can still make a staircase and safely make it to the bottom. Yeah, and don't dig straight down. Whoa, what the heck happened? My camera just suddenly reset its view. Well, at least I was crouching. Imagine how scary that would be if I wasn't even crouching. Like, I could just fall and just drop dead. Dude. Let's see, is there a much better way to, you know, approach this cave? And not die. Horrible, horrible falling death. Yeah, falling from a great height in Minecraft is like, your heart literally comes out of your mouth. It's super scary. It's like 1/10 of falling in real life. Except you don't have to worry about death. Death to you IRL. But only death to your character in game and losing all your precious resources. What do I want to talk about? I was gonna say something, but dang it! I lost my track of thought on something I was gonna say. It stinks. Oh man. I think I might have been talking about Three Ninjas. You know, I've heard that some of the Three Ninjas actors quit because they don't want to be in the acting business anymore. Of course, I don't know, but the Three Ninjas movies are actually pretty good. I could write an entire essay on why Three Ninjas is a cinematic masterpiece. But I'm not like one of those video essayist guys. I'm more of something. I'm more niche and passionate. Thank you very much. You know, niche sounds like a very, I don't know. Niche sounds like a very flat term of flat synonym for passionate, something you're passionate about. Well, niche is literally the word for is the actual word for a thing you're very passionate about. Like something that your heart can easily connect to and, you know, just powers you up. It just gets you going. Because it's so you really find it fun. You really find fun and motion out of it. You find fun and animation about it. And it doesn't really get that tiring to you. Like it just grabs your interest right on the spot. Oh, and here goes andesite filling up my pockets like a septic tank. You know what? Yeah, I have to dispose of you. Okay, where do I throw you? I swear I can throw you down the lava pit. Alright, here you go. I wouldn't be surprised if I threw it in a body of water and it just made like a flushing sound. It just made like this toilet flush sound. Hey Minecraft, what do you got on your oh. Is this your way of getting back at me like, haha, dark death, you're surrounded. This is what you get for talking bad about andesite. So what if I talked about basically a cheap clone of stone? I'll have you know. I'll have you know I'm being honest. I'm being super honest. I'm being brutally honest. What's wrong with being brutally honest, Mo Yang? I'm gentle, but I'm brutally honest. Ooh, lapis! Give me that lapis. But I don't know if I have a higher enough level to mine that. I always get, you know, I always get a little scared whenever I mine with a stone pickaxe and I come face to face with my favorite ore that has lapis lazuli. I'm like, oh snap, I gotta bring an iron. Yeah, I also tend to be a more safe and sorry person. I tend to be a safe and sorry individual. I understand the consequences. Better safe than sorry is the best type of policy. Like you wait first and then you improvise. You improvise further. Like if I'm doing this, if I'm doing this, what if this would happen while I'm doing this? That's why you always improvise. You always be thorough. So no mistakes would happen. Oh jeez, come on. If I fall, if there's no block to support this stone block, then that's gonna be it. I've been had. You know what? Andesite could actually make a good rescue block. So at least there's one use, but you can use andesite without having to spend your stone blocks for any other big build. So you know what? I'll give you that regard, andesite. I've been overly harsh on you. I've been overly critical about you, but at least you actually have one regard everyone can agree on. You could end up being a rescue block, so I don't die. I will kick some butt and mine. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. Oh boy, it just got dark. We're entering the darkness. There's no coal to help me see in the dark. To help craft torches for low light visibility concern. Come on. I'm part of an industry. I'm part of a concern. Knife goes in, guts come out. That's what Osaka Seafood Concern is all about. I will never not like that episode of The Simpsons where we go to Japan. Knife goes in, the guts come out. That's what Osaka Seafood Concern is all about. Yeah, it's about The Simpsons where they go to Japan and stuff. They do stuff, and then they have to go back to America by partaking in a game show. I hope they don't have an ice cream round. Wow. Even you can't escape from lightning even in a Japanese game show. You know, one cool thing aside from anime and video games in Japan and cool models. Game shows. Yes, game shows. Let's not forget game shows. I haven't seen a game show in Japan in a long time since that whole I remember this one Japanese game show where they all had to be silent in a library, and they all like had to draw these cards. But if you like lose or something, you get like a weird thing, like a thing. I don't know if I can describe it, but I'm pretty sure you get your nose hairs pulled out. That might be part of the penalty, or that might be part of the events in the game show. Yeah, you get your nose hairs pulled out for some reason. Japan always likes making up weird, fun stuff. Much to our weirdness, but also to our delight. I really, really want to watch more Japanese game shows. Just so I can have a nice breather of anything. Just so I can have a nice breather from anime, while embracing Japan's fun, awesome things. Last night I actually came close to buying a Gundam model, and it's of the Ashtray Blue Frame Second L from Gundam Seed. Like, I don't know what the L in the Ashtray Blue Frame stands for, but I don't know. I think it means like elite, like Uber Haxor Elite or something. I mean, I've actually watched 10 episodes of Gundam Seed, but I think I had more affection towards the mobile suit designs than the actual plot. Like, my favorite mobile suit in Gundam Seed has to be the Ashtray Blue Frame. Like, it's very unique looking. It's got like a nice blue frame, and the upgraded form has like a big cool sword that can also become like a turret Gatling gun thing. Like, you can't put that down. You can't just. Like a sword that also becomes a gun. That is so anime. That is so anime. Literally defines robot anime. So I really have to watch Gundam Seed Ashtray just to see the cool mobile suits fight. Like, you got a red Ashtray frame and a blue Ashtray frame, I don't know. It's like they're like rivals. I gotta watch that one. I would care more for that than the actual Gundam Seed story. Like, I like, whenever I look at like Gundam stuff, I remember back then, like years ago, 5 years ago or 6 years ago, I used to be very big into the Gundam. Like, I haven't seen much of the animes, but I do admire the designs of the robots. More specifically, I had a lot of admiration for Gundam Seed because of the something about the mobile suit design in Gundam Seed just looks so good. Like, you've got like the wild looking, the big looking wings, the very less, like, Gundam designs got less blockier and more, you know, streamlined, like more super robot like. I always like the Gundams, any Gundam in the show, where they get like these big wings or whatever. Very, you know, outward designs. I don't know how to describe it, like super spiked up, jacked up designs. Like, you got the huge wings, you got the very skinny, like, you know, proportions, the muscular, I think. I think the Buster Gundam is the one I can describe the most easily, because the silhouette for the Buster Gundam, the Gundam that has like, can like put two of its guns together to form like a huge launcher. It has like a very emphasis on power. Like, to complement that, they gave the Gundam like a very muscular appearance. And, you know, there also in Gundam Seed, there's also a plane that can give the Strike Gundam the flight pack. I thought it was kind of weird when I first saw it. Like, a plane with a jetpack. That's very redundant. Like, you could just build more boosters, and you don't need to You know, like you don't need to go to a trouble of having a separate module for like a jet fighter. However, a turret in a jet fighter is a little impractical, but I don't know. It could be useful. It's useful for extra firepower. But I believe this. I believe I think the name of the jet from Gundam Seed is called the Sky Grasper. That has like the backpack and it can drop it and give it the jetpack. Like it could deliver. It could be like a delivery, like an additional delivery for if the Strike Gundam were to forget, like the pilot of Strike Gundam were to forget, like, oh, the battlefield situation has changed. I need more extra firepower to suit the circumstances. And the Sky Raptor's like, never fear, I'm here. And it like gives the Strike Gunner a launcher or a big sword. I'm like, oh, thanks, dude. I think that makes a little sense. Like, Gundam tends to work on like, while having like unique properties, unique magic for like unique gimmicks for mobile suits. Either it be like flying little bits, gun bits, or whatever, transformations. They always add like sort of like this real world practicality to them. Like some sort of tactical practicality to them. After all, Gundam is supposed to be portrayed as like a real robot sort of ordeal. A realistic, semi-realistic ordeal, but then again, Gundam tends to, you know, fall in line. Gundam's physics tend to also be more geared towards, you know, a little more realism, especially in like the Universal Century Gundam shows. But also, the characters can like do all these crazy feats, like they're like superhuman reflexes, or being able to control weapons with their mind. Yet, Gundam also has explosions happen in space, which in real life you do not have explosions cannot happen in space because there is no air. There is no air to, you know, ignite it. So it's kind of weird that you have explosions happen in space, especially pink color explosions. Like you can't. Explosions don't happen in the vacuum of space. But you know what? I just don't care about the realistic physics of Gundam. But I do appreciate Gundam's realistic take on war, semi-realistic take on war. I do appreciate Gundam for that, but I also love Gundam because of the front and center attention. The giant mech suits. I don't know why they're called mobile suits. I think calling them the Gundam's mobile suits their name. Like the suits in mobile suits just sound weird. Like I sort of get the impression that they're supposed to be like spacesuits. Like jacked up giant spacesuits that are also vehicles. So that kind of makes sense. Like it's a big humanoid, a little guy. You have a character in a humanoid robot, so it is kind of like a suit. But it could also transform into like a ship. You know, I would love to see a Gundam series one day where they have like aliens, but still keep the whole theme of what war is like. Like two opposing sides with two ideals. How not everyone on one side is more, how there are characters in different sides that are like morally gray, fighting for their own ideals, all that type of stuff. Sort of like I would like to see a Gundam series do like a Star Wars sort of thing, but also have a grounded view of war. That's what I love to see. I would love to see in Gundam, and they don't have to all about be like governed like about. They don't have to have like totally realistic physics govern things. Like Gundam can be a super robot show, but also they can also go the extra mile by having like concepts not explored much in Gundam, like traveling to other planets, aliens. Well, in Gundam there are scenarios where stuff happens on other planets, but no aliens were to be found. I think that example I can give. The examples include Gundam Age, where they're like, I think it's supposed to be about guys from Mars fighting. And Gundam, oh yeah, that's also about Gundam Iron Blood Orphans, where there's also, the story also involves Mars too. But I would like to see Gundam go an extra mile by having like people from other planets. Like, native people from other planets, and there's, like, planetary conflicts. I would like to see crazy stuff in Gundam. But I don't want the robots to be super OP, like actual planet destroyers. Or maybe you can have like a final boss Gundam that is close to something like a planet destroyer. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a new Gundam series where the Gundam is fighting Kaiju. And I think it's called Gundam 8 or whatever. And I'm like, oh cool, the Gundams are fighting monsters. That is something never explored. Sure, giant robots fighting monsters has been done to death in every media, especially in Japan, but I would like to see Gundam's take on Kaiju. Like, wow. It's never been done before. So yeah, about Gundam, I'm really interested in the machines. The different cool machines and what they can do. Even getting models of them. Even if I've not seen any other Gundam series. And there's also like Bandai also did another mecha modeling series called 30-minute missions, which is it's another analog to their Gunpla, but the gimmick is that you can complete the models in under 30 minutes, which is like 30-minute missions is also part of another brand where you can make these models under 30 minutes with ease. And the models actually look quite nice. They look like something out of like Armored Core than rather Gundam. They either look like Armored Core or like something you'd find like Metal Gear or something. Like they look quite nice. Very realistic, kind of realistic, super militaristic, but also keeping a little bit of that Gundam flair. They almost look like something you find in Halo. Oh man. Oh, this is where I was supposed to be. Wow. But I'm pretty sure that if I really want a Gundam series that involves space battles between aliens, that's where they go with Macross. That's what Macross is for. But I would still love to see Gundam explore aliens, like planetary, interstellar conflict between other planets, other races, all while still have that Gundam tradition. Like take Gundam to a height they've never been before. With the world building in another AU, alternate universe. I would totally love to see Sunrise and Bandai Namco do that. I would love to see it. Something super unique that has never really been done much in Gundam, or hasn't totally been done before. Like, I can imagine there are also Gundams that could actually travel through space, like, you know, through the stars, travel the stars. I think there's one Gundam that could do that, which is the Gundam Stargazer. So I read the Gundam Wiki, and the Gundam Stargazer is indeed built for space exploration because it has like this gigantic weird ring thing, where if it pushes, like, so basically solar wind pushes the thing, and it catches the giant ring catches solar wind, and it progressively goes faster and faster and faster and faster and faster. That's the Gundam Stargazer. But I haven't seen the Gundam Stargazer series. And believe it or not, Gundam Stargazer is set in the Cosmic Era, which is where Seed takes place. So I would like to see another Gundam series where the characters go far out into space and see all these crazy planets. All these planets and all this stuff. Something very unique, but something also that also still have that feeling like you're really watching Gundam. It's just that something new's happened. Yeah, Gundam Stargazer. It takes place in the Seed universe, and it has this big robot, this big Gundam with a big ring, and it gets pushed, or it can use the cosmic solar wind to fly through space faster and faster, and then it can just shoom. But I have not seen Gundam Stargazer, but I feel inclined to do it. You know what? A huge ring would be very practical in space. But I thought Gundam Stargazer being able to transform would be good. Because I don't know why would you have legs in space? Have giant like robot legs in space. Like you can have the Gundam Stargazer also transform into like a ship or something. Like a Star Wars starship or something. Like fly through space, shoom. Ease. And yes, I was playing Gundam Breaker 4, and I was making a Gundam Astray blue frame of my own, and I discovered that, what if I put a cool big ring on the Gundam? It's like a big wedding ring behind it. Maybe so. You know, I would really love to see a Gundam Cosmic Era thing. Gundam Cosmic Era timeline where they actually do go to other planets somehow. But I don't know about the whole aliens thing. If they're gonna bring aliens, intelligent aliens in the Gundam, they should make realistic, like, have it set like 200 years into the future of humanity, and they make the aliens they have the aliens understand pure English. Well, 200 more, I don't know, just as long as it's practical and it would actually make sense in real life. Like, in real life, if we met like humanoid aliens, it would take us a long time for them to crack their code, or they can understand humans. Something very, very realistic. A realistic take on the whole idea of meeting aliens from another world. Meeting other guys from galaxies far, far away. Alright, alright, time to go back to Minecraft. So I'm currently stuck right now. I had a mining thing. Oh man. I had a crafting table somewhere and I totally lost my way. I'm pretty sure I also got lost in the area where I also had my crafting, no, not crafting table, lapis lazuli. That big chunk of lapis I found, and I just strayed away from it when I was getting more charcoal. Oh, charcoal. Whatever. Yeah, now I gotta rely on the looks like right now I'm kind of cooked until I go find some stuff. I'm temporarily cooked. If I actually slipped and fell, then I'd be cooked. Now, diorite. It's really nice to make polished stuff out of diorite. Like, diorite is not a junk block. It actually looks quite nice if you polish it. You know, refine it, alter it. I think diorite will be useful in our journey across things. Yeah, I really can't wait to work more at my summer camp and see what type of weirdness will unfold. Weirdness will unfold for next week. You know, right now I might be getting bored, so I feel like I just want to call it. Can't be just wandering around these plains for like a whole stream. Alright, with that being said, Fortnite is going to happen later tonight at 9:30. And already, make sure you like and subscribe and set the bell icon to all notifications. And yeah, I'll see you later. See you, everybody.